Hello, beautiful people. How you doing tonight? My name is V. George Smith, and I'd like to welcome you to a brand new edition of the Starting Five. So glad to be back with you for another evening of conversation. Listen, of course, as always, I'm never alone. I got the boys with me. To my right, I got Andrew.
How's everyone doing out there?
To my right, Tiss, I got Wayne.
Peace.
To my right, is not here. Chris Brown couldn't make it tonight, but we're gonna go ahead and push forward anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, for those that don't know, if you've been living under a rock, Sunday afternoon, when most of us got the news, we found out that NBA legend Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gigi Bryant, and 7 other people were killed in a helicopter accident in California on their way to a basketball game. This tragedy hit everybody hard. I don't know how you guys found out. My son was the one that told me to check Twitter. He was like, "You really need to check Twitter right now," and found out and was really just in a state of shock. I'm still in the state of shock that I was in from Sunday up until now. Um, of course, we're honoring him. Like, I mean, I always joke. People always joke. I'm a Lakers fan / Heat fan or whatever. Like, I don't know if you can see if you how the definition of your cameras or whatever, but this is back when I was a Lakers fan first. If you see how washed out this jersey is, for me, man, I loved Kobe. Was excited when that draft night when they traded Vlade Divac for him, and it's really just crazy that we're talking about him in the past tense. Like every time I heard somebody say he was, it trips me out.
Mm-hmm.
Like the was next to it just gets me. So I'm not gonna hog up all the time because I definitely want the fellas to have their takes. We're gonna spend. We only got 2 topics tonight, and if the Super Bowl wasn't Sunday, we would only have 1 topic tonight. That's for sure. But I'm not gonna take up all the time. I'm gonna let you guys go, and then we're just gonna discuss it back and forth. But huge loss, huge loss. But also, before we get into that, we want to thank everybody that subscribed to the Starting Five YouTube page. We are officially over 100 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you guys. Help us get higher. Please like and share, comment, subscribe. Okay, Andrew, initial feelings.
Yeah, first and foremost, I
yeah.
want to thank everybody again for the 100 subscribers. You guys mean the world to us, and every week we try to give you guys a great show. So thank you so much. And for people who haven't subscribed yet, please do so. But yeah, onto the Kobe topic. Shocking, honestly. I just remember eating lunch that day on Sunday. I saw the alerts on my phone, and originally I was like, "This got to be a hoax, some sick joke." And then, sure enough, ESPN's reporting it, Bleacher Report, and my heart just dropped. Honestly, I was speechless for at least an hour. Um, Kobe, I don't know about you guys, but he was one of the reasons why I even picked up a basketball when I was growing up. I wanted to do the things that he could do. Such a fierce competitor, tenacious, and, just inspiring to people, growing up and kids wanted to be like Kobe. My heart just goes out to the entire Bryant family as well as the other families on that helicopter that were affected. Just an awful tragedy, and it's just like George was saying, it's hard to talk about Kobe in the past tense. 41 years old, way too soon. But again, my heart goes out to all of the families affected.
Well, I was in the middle of a podcast, and one of the members from our group was like, "Guys, this just happened," and I'm like, "Stop lying, bleep bleep." And then I checked my phone, and I don't know about you, it just didn't seem real at first. It seemed like it couldn't have happened because it was Kobe Bryant, and like, why would Kobe be on a helicopter? I guess that was what I was kind of like saying to myself. Why is he not flying or things like that? Kobe. For those that don't know me, I'm a die-hard Celtic fan. So for me to love Kobe Bryant, that's a lot. And I really admired Kobe. Kobe to me was the second coming of Michael Jordan. I got to watch Michael Jordan as a kid, but I got to grow up with Kobe Bryant as a kid. Like he was 2 years older than I am, and I got to watch him like just grow up from a boy into a man. And it does hurt talking about him in the past tense. I think my students, they were like, Mr. Brown, look, and this was yesterday, like everything on the internet was changed to like past tense. And that was weird for me. So the Kobe, it definitely affected me. I remember when I found out, and we had to stop the show, and I went upstairs crying, and my wife Ricky was just like, "What's the matter?" And I'm like crying, and I can't even get it out. So she must have asked me about 10 names. Was it grandma? Was it this? Was it this person? Was it your friends? Was it blah blah blah? And I'm like, Kobe Bryant. And the minute I said Kobe, my wife was like, Kobe Bryant? And I was like, that's exactly what my reaction was, because I just didn't want to believe it. And I definitely want to get into all the stuff, all the distaste from the media, everybody trying to break this story first.
No, it was TMZ.
TMZ got it out first with false, I don't want to say false information, but they didn't give out all the information. They must have didn't have it. But then ABC trying to break the news, and then this news station trying to break news. And I don't know. I must have heard 7 different stories. So for me, it just didn't want to seem real until Woj.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know who Woj is, he's the NBA guru. And right before Woj put out his tweet, a friend of mine, a 49er faithful, she's a really cool lady. Her name is Joy. She hit me up and said, "Oh my gosh, my cousin was on that helicopter." Oh, and I said, no. Because there was only 5 people. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then later on we find out, and I'm not laughing, but it was just, later on we found out it was 9. My prayers go out to her family, the other families, like you said. And it's just very tragic. And to the Bryant family, to Vanessa and the rest of the children, to his mom and dad, our prayers definitely go out to you. And whatever we can do to honor your son, we definitely will do it from the starting 5. And I tell you what, Kobe's been in all of our topics. Every time we have some type of battle or whatever, Kobe is in it because he was that great at the end of the day. And I guess what was ironic was the night that LeBron James passed this guy, beat this guy's record, and the tweet that came out right after. I mean,
his last tweet.
He didn't even wait, though, George. He didn't even wait, like, to the next day. He right after the moment. Congratulations, young blood, blah, blah, blah. Those are my words. Congrats. Man, what a fella. What a fella.
He just had that likeness about him. Like you said, you're a Celtic fan. You know, the Celtics and Lakers, one of the biggest rivalries in all sports. Mm-hmm. And you still have appreciation for Kobe.
He broke my heart in 2010. But it was well... Kobe didn't have his best series in 2010 against the Celtics, but boy, did he have the will to will that team. He made Ron Artest shoot threes. He made Paul Gasol look like the second coming of Vlade Divac. No pun intended, right? That's who he was traded for. Kobe made other players better. And when the team trades when a team lets go of their best player to keep this young guy, that should say a lot about who Kobe was and his mentality, his work ethic, and everything that he brought to the game of basketball.
I want to bring something that you said, that Kobe makes other players better. And the thing was, he died on the way to making other players better.
Right. Yeah. He was going to his daughter's game.
Yeah, they were going to his daughter's game, in which he had, stake in, training and helping the coach and stuff like that.
GG.
And also shout out to the Yukon Lady Huskies
Yeah.
for what they do, because she wanted to go to Yukon, and they gave her number and her own jersey, and they gave tribute on their last game, put her jersey on the team bench as a memorial, and I think that was sweet of them. But I also to the other families that were there, the husband and wife with their daughter, they ended up orphaning 2 other kids, and we want to send our thoughts and prayers to them as well, because they are without a family,
Right.
But Kobe, one of the things that you can take away from any of this is that Kobe died actively leaving a legacy.
Absolutely.
So basically, I've been a Kobe Bryant fan. I was a Kobe Bryant fan from the time he came into the league, because at the time I was a Lakers fan. And my favorite, I guess one of my favorite moments from Kobe was the Utah series. I don't know if you guys remember the Utah Jazz series, where they put him in, shot 2 air balls at the end of the game. And like everybody, he was downtrodden, he was hurt, and everybody gathered around him to make him feel better. And but the reason why Kobe Bryant is so loved by so many is because he is, out of all the greats in the NBA, I can say this definitively about Kobe: he's a definition of hard work.
Absolutely.
Like, you could look at LeBron. LeBron was made in a factory. Michael Jordan is one of a kind. So Kobe sees Michael Jordan and pretty much works so hard to the point where he is not Michael Jordan exactly, but the walk, the fadeaway, chewing gum. How do you work so hard the fist pump after you make a bucket?
Right.
How do you work so hard to be like, you know what? I'm gonna work so hard till if I'm not the best player, I'm gonna be the exact replication of the greatest one that ever played.
Absolutely. I agree with that 100%.
He's the absolute definition of hard work, grit.
Yeah, another thing about Kobe too, I don't know if you guys agree, but it's like no moment was ever too big for Kobe. Like, he always rose to the occasion. And when that shot needed to go down, he took it, and 9 out of 10 times that ball was going through the net.
Yeah.
So that's always one thing that I admired about Kobe. And another thing too, like I said earlier, he was just a tenacious competitor. No matter what you were coming at him with, he was going right to the rack. He didn't care. He wanted to punch you right in the mouth. He didn't care who was in front of him. He was getting there. And I just respect that fiery mentality that he had, hence Mamba mentality.
I'm telling you, you go ahead.
The thing that made it worse to me, because when you look at the NBA is fairly a young league. The last legend we lost was Wilt Chamberlain, probably, from the NBA. Like, everybody's still alive. They said before Kobe, there's only 2 MVPs that are not alive anymore. Every other MVP from the NBA is still alive. So, like, we're still seeing Bill Russell and all these people and stuff like that being a part of the league, being active participants, going to all-star games, sitting at the front row and stuff like that. That junk makes me so sad that Kobe doesn't get to do that.
No.
Like, I just feel like he worked so hard. I wanted to see 85-year-old Kobe sitting courtside at the All-Star game with a gray beard, still talking junk, telling people they can't guard him and stuff like that.
Still knocking down threes, too.
Like, I mean, and then to get even worse for those that have children, this is where it bothered me the complete most. his daughter.
I know.
And when I tell you that thing cut me like a knife, when they found out that his daughter was in there with him, his daughter that he was like this with, like always together, courtside, celebrating together, stuff like that. And like in the midst of all of that, my daughter texts me from college, "Dad, are you okay?" And I'm like, don't do this to me right now.
I'm not strong enough.
And I was like, "All right, I'm okay, baby. Thank you for texting, Dad." I was like, "I'm okay." But she checked on me like right in that moment, like. I mean, my kids know how much sports mean to me. Like Trey was the one that told me. Trey was the one that told me. So I mean, it's super sad, and we're gonna get into more details. We're gonna get into more details concerning it now. I guess we could discuss. There were some people that were of an opinion that on Sunday, no, I'm sorry, there was a vast majority of people on Sunday that felt like all of the games should have been postponed. And tonight's Lakers-Clippers game was postponed. What are your feelings on, let's just start with the Sunday games.
The news about Kobe Bryant was so tragic that I thought even if the league felt that he would have wanted them to play, I thought the league needed to take a pause. I thought the league could have forced one day without making any money and put out as many tributes, as many reverences, as many things they could have did to honor Kobe. Because at one point he was the league. And some players decided to take the night off. And other players clearly it just didn't seem like it was NBA basketball that day. Like I tried to watch two teams, and it seemed like it was a little bit easier for the Pelicans because they're like a younger team, and they might not have that connection with Kobe, so they might have been able to, even though they paid reverence and they did the 24 o'clock second violation in honor of his number or whatever. It seemed awkward to play basketball that night. And I guess I thought that's what I heard that was going to go down, especially on Twitter. I heard that they were going to do that, and they didn't. And I'm like, okay, they're going to move on, and I let it go. But then tonight, the two LA teams are on pause because LeBron said so.
No, that's not true.
I'm just saying.
I think the Palenka family had a lot to do with that
That's
decision.
not true.
Too.
I'll give y'all the details.
True or not,
I
it's
just
my
wanted
opinion. So what I'm saying is they on pause. I don't know why. I don't know the reason. I mean, I know why, but I'm not sure why they allowed tonight to be that. And like you guys have maybe your opinions or you know more about the situation, but I think that the NBA should have been on pause. Maybe the weekend they could have took the Sunday off into. Yeah.
I agree with you. I agree. I think if they had the opportunity to cancel the evening games, I think they should have took it. I mean, you see how the impact that Kobe had on the entire league. I mean, half those guys may have not had the opportunity to play against Kobe or with Kobe, but I guarantee most of those guys grew up idolizing and watching Kobe.
Oh yeah.
So, with the respect to the league's decision, as Wayne was saying, it just seemed weird. It just seemed that these teams, they weren't competitors in that moment. It's a brotherhood, that league. So those games didn't have that competitive nature like they usually do. And I agree. It just didn't seem like NBA basketball. Time kind of stopped there for a minute. And I agree. I think the league should have took action and canceled those games if they had. I don't know why they didn't. But
Just give a PPD.
Of course, it wouldn't be a show if I didn't disagree with everybody. I feel like they should have played for one main exact reason. Kobe would have wanted them to play. And everybody that played, even people outside of the sport. Richard Sherman said it first. Like, I was waiting for an NBA player to come out and say it. But Richard Sherman was the first athlete to come out and say, all right, you got to get up, you got to do your thing.
No,
Like, and he said, get up, do your thing, do it for me, get out there and win.
It's easier said than done, yo. But all right.
But we know,
we do know.
we know the Kobe mentality.
We do.
know the Mamba mentality.
We definitely do.
Now, and there's another part of it that I'm sure of. Not sure, sorry. I'm confident in. The NBA always seems to get it right. There's very few times, outside of refereeing,
I don't even know what you're doing.
when the NBA gets it wrong.
Oh.
The fact that they postponed tonight's game was a request of Vanessa Bryant. So the NBA could do what they want, but with the fact to have Vanessa step in and be like, nah. If if Vanessa says, nah, okay. It's like, this is stuff I'm hearing, like NBA TV and all that stuff. It was Vanessa Bryant. It was like, nah, no game tonight. Plus, I know everybody's going through it. Chris Paul took the game off. Jason Tatum, Kyrie Irving. Shoot, I know there's others. I don't know if Carmelo took the game off or not.
Yeah, I don't.
He probably will. But the only team I've heard of that had the Lakers are dealing with grief counselors as we speak. They were like one of the last people to talk to him. Like, even after the tweet, he called LeBron while he was on the team plane, and LeBron had the phone on speaker, and he was speaking to everybody on the plane while, congratulating them, probably just talking junk. Like, I still beat you. Kobe would have probably said something like, you got me, but I still cook. I'll still cook you.
I'll still cook you one-on-one.
Right.
still give you the business.
I mean, so I understand exactly what you guys are saying. If it was anybody but Kobe, I would say postpone the games. But there's something in me that's just saying Kobe would be like, what are y'all doing?
I can see.
You know what I
see
mean?
it from your point of
I
view.
completely get what you're saying, but I just know for a complete fact, Kobe would have definitely been like,
Agreed.
nah, y'all balling tonight, and y'all gonna do it. Go do it for me,
Yeah, agreed.
and do it. There it is, and do it with excellence. Work as hard as I
Don't
did.
mourn me, honor me.
Right.
So there is a report that there are some players that are that took the night off, but there are other players who have the same sentiment as George, and what they're doing is they're changing their jerseys jersey
I was
numbers
about to say that next.
Spencer Dinwiddie
to 8
started
and
that.
4 and 24.
I was about to say that next. But yeah. So this is from Shams Charania. So multiple players have already. They're not waiting for the NBA because for those that didn't know, people are requesting the NBA to do a couple things. They want the NBA to change the logo to a silhouette of Kobe. I don't know how you do that because he got so much.
Did you find one and you pick it?
Like,
Yeah,
but
but they already.
There's
they
already a
they
mock-up
chose one,
online.
yeah.
I saw a couple of
It's
Yeah.
already got
mock-ups.
it's already got over 500,000 signatures.
Yeah.
So they want to do that, and they want to tell the NBA to retire the 8 and the 24. The Dallas Mavericks have already retired
It's a good gesture by them.
the number 24. They've
Yeah.
already done that. And now the players are taking a further step. Whoever's wearing 8 or 24 in the NBA has already started a groundswell. The first of that was Spencer Dinwiddie. He's changed his number from 8 to 26. And the most recent, as of 3 hours ago, Terrence Ross is changing his number from 8 to 31. Joel Embiid is going to wear 24 tonight. He called for permission to wear Kobe's number, so he's wearing 24 tonight. He's actually playing. Good for my fantasy team. Praise God.
Other members: Kemba Walker, Zach LaVine, Jordan Clarkson, Buddy Hield, Kent Bazemore. They're all wearing either an 8 or a 24.
So I haven't heard from them. I saw that Trae Young wore an 8 to there's no wrong way to do this. Trae Young changed his number to 8 to honor him, If you want to say, I'm not wearing this no more to honor him, that's fine.
I think it works both ways. Like
Right.
I said.
That's fine.
As long as they're paying tribute, and
Right.
whatever way they choose, I mean, it's all honor.
Right.
You think
know
the
what I mean?
Lakers are gonna come out with a KB or a number 8?
Something's
24
gonna
patch?
happen.
Something's
Yeah, I mean,
gonna happen. in that
There's
jersey.
gonna be, I think it's gonna be a floor decal on the court.
Easy.
I think it's gonna be floor decal on the court. They might even change it to they can't change the name of the Staples Center because
No,
it's not
it's
theirs.
not theirs.
But I
They're
believe that
leasing.
there'll be like an 8-24 on the court decal.
I have a question.
Staples might do something.
Dre, has this been the only NBA player that we lost tragically?
Yes.
Okay. that
Well,
was-
no. Well,
Like this.
Like this.
this
That
is
was not in
this
his.
is the greatest. I would say this is the greatest
We've lost some in car accidents.
sports
But he was
personality.
He was too big. He was.
This is the greatest sports personality we've ever lost. I believe like this
Of our time.
of
yeah.
our time.
Easy.
Like NBA wise, it's not even a question.
Well, okay.
It's not
Yeah,
even a
'cause
question.
I can't think of a tragic NFL player.
NFL player, you mean?
I mean,
But-
baseball
well,
players.
I mean, a
yeah,
lot of
but
people
there's
were-
so many. Like, you know what I mean? Like the boat accidents for the picture.
But
from
none of them
Jose
were.
Fernandez.
None of them were
iconic
this-
as Kobe.
I will say this though, and it's before our time, but reading stuff on the online, when Thurman Munson passed away, that shook a lot of people. But again, that's going back to the
In my
years.
opinion, it's like maybe Kennedy, Martin Luther King, and then like Kobe. Like as far as tragic, like I felt like that's how much this impacted the nation. That's why I felt
Not MJ?
like MJ's
No.
death wasn't like
But
this.
see, MJ's death was.
I'm telling you, bro, it didn't impact
See, that's the thing,
nation like this.
because I haven't felt this way since Prince died. I really didn't feel. I felt something when
I don't even
MJ
think
died.
Prince's was this.
I felt something when Whitney died. I just love Prince.
No, I
But
got
this was
you. I
this was
got you.
nothing like them because it was like those people. It was kind of self-induced.
Right, and that's what I was gonna say. You know,
was-
with
It wasn't a
something that
tragic.
It wasn't out of. It was out of his control.
exactly.
And I think on top
mean,
of
like-
it, with his
Wait,
daughter.
wait. How did Prince die? Overdose, right?
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
And Michael got murdered. Overdose.
Overdose.
But again, and Whitney was murdered.
Overdose.
Right. So those.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't
This is-
self-induced. It wasn't.
yeah.
This was tragedy that was
shoot,
outside
a
of
student
his.
just subscribed to our channel.
That
Go
was
ahead,
out of his
Chantel.
control. So
Right.
that's the reason why I asked: was this the
Yeah.
largest, the biggest
Like I'm telling you,
tragedy?
That's why this one just hits different.
I'm telling you, like
It just
Kennedy,
hits different.
Dr. King, and then this.
This is like changing how we talk. Like we're part of a. I don't know if Andrew's in it. I didn't want to subject you to
talk?
this.
No, you're fine.
But we're in a very feisty NBA group on Facebook called NBA Smack Talk, and we literally yell and argue at each other all day
We've
long.
been arguing since Sunday.
When I tell you that place has never been, and then somebody actually tried it today. Somebody was like Michael Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. Everybody jumped.
agreed.
Everybody jumped in the post. Was like, nah, it's over. Nope. No more debate. Nah.
Yeah, drop the mic.
Nah.
Kobe's on the
Shut-
I guess my
shut
thing
this
is
down.
though, why wasn't Kobe 2 anyway? Because of records?
Well,
Because
numbers, yeah.
Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, I swear, Kobe was a splitting image, yo. They were the
but
same.
that's part of the reason why.
But they're the same height, same different color shade, same game plan. Started out
Same
almost
dunks.
the same dunks. They talk the same, George.
They
But
do.
then,
Their
but
voice
you gotta
decibels is the same decibel.
But you gotta understand with the Kobe part of it, Kobe won hard, but he also lost hard too.
Which is Michael didn't lose like that.
Right.
I got you.
But let's go over it. Like I got it right here because I know who's gonna be here.
I
as
got
well.
something to add to this
I gotta add
argument
something
though,
too, real
because
quick.
I said it when it happened, and then everybody kind of shut me down with it. But I'm gonna say it
You
again.
starting trouble on Facebook. That's why.
Kobe Bryant has done something that no other NBA player has done.
What's that?
His Oscar.
Period.
His Oscar.
He got an Oscar.
He got an Oscar.
I mean, yeah,
It's
I mean,
more than basketball. To
got-
him,
he
though.
got-
That's
he
what
got
I'm
an
saying.
that's what
Oscar
I think.
for
I
his
think
short
that's why it
film.
impacted more people because he not only impacted
He's a
also-
successful person off
it
the
all,
court.
all the way around.
And that's the next part of it. I was listening to
Sorry,
TD Jake. I was listening to TD Jakes on the Breakfast Club,
Yeah, he was on.
and he was like, the reason why it's another reason why it's so sad. He was just at the beginning of his next career,
Right.
and he was about to write a book with somebody. He was about to do this. This guy didn't go to college.
They canceled that book, by the
He
way.
still
Yeah, they canceled the book
and
Canceled the
spoke
book.
4 languages fluently.
fluently.
Kobe.
Ambassador, yeah.
Yeah.
But Kobe's numbers overall, Kobe Bean Bryant, 18-time All-Star, 5-time NBA champion, 12-time All-Defensive champion,
Jeez.
4-time All-Star MVP, 2-time scoring champion, 15-time All-NBA, All-Rookie, 2 times Final MVP, and this is what makes me the most upset. And this is what makes me the most upset. Kobe Bryant has 1 MVP trophy.
It's hard to believe.
It's the most ridiculous thing.
It
Kobe
is.
Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal having 1, but we're talking about Kobe. Kobe Bryant having 1 MVP, and Steve Nash
having 2.
and Steph Curry having more than 1 is a travesty. I felt this way when he was alive. It's a travesty for Kobe Bryant to only have 1 MVP. That tells you a lot why I could care less about the regular season MVP. To me, it's way more about the finals MVP. Because with the regular season MVP, a narrative's created throughout the season, and they pick their favorites. This is why I don't want the media. Sorry, I'm a media. I don't want the media picking who's the best player in the sport. That should be subjected to the players that know better. Kobe Bryant played 20 years. And to y'all, out of them 20 years, he was only the best once?
Once.
It's hard to believe.
Get out of my face, man.
I agree with you.
Once, yo.
Let's end on a high note because we had the Super Bowl.
I want to say one real quick about Kobe. It is a high note. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but when that dude, those early 2000s Laker team playing the Spurs, how good the Spurs were.
Yeah, we can do favorite
Kobe
Kobe. We can do favorite Kobe
instilled
moments.
fear in the Spurs. I don't care. The Spurs didn't want any part of Kobe when they played. That's. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2010. We were up 3 games to 1. I'm like, we need
Uh-oh.
1 more win. We needed 1 more win. Like, we needed 1 more win to have another championship. And I don't know what Kobe Bryant did or said or whatever, but he took whatever because Kobe was struggling that series. He took all of his mentality and put it on each and every one of those other players, and we were winning those games. And they came back and beat us in that championship.
I'll tell you why. He drank some of MJ's secret stuff.
I don't know what. Or maybe he had the flu and we didn't know it.
Could be, man.
Whatever it was, Kobe's will, not just within himself, but the fact that he was able to enforce or inflict or pass on his will to other players. Kobe couldn't hit a shot. It was weird. It was like Kobe can't be. That's what George was saying. He had some bad games. He had a lot of good games, but he had some bad games. Whereas Michael Jordan, you can't really ever say he really had a bad
Jordan
game.
had some bad games,
He did, but not
his
when it
competition
counted.
wasn't as
I got
fierce
you.
as Kobe's.
Like, right, because there's more talented players in the NBA, obviously. But yeah, man, that moment right there is when my level of respect for Kobe Bryant went through the roof.
He never made excuses. He always took it upon himself too. He never looked like he was moping about having a bad game. He took it, like a man. He knew what he had to do and he turned it around.
Facts.
My favorite Kobe moment was when the Lakers played the Pacers in the finals. And I don't know if y'all remember that it was a game in Indiana and Shaq fouled out. Y'all remember that game?
I remember that. Yeah, I do.
And I think it went into overtime and everything. And Kobe looked at Shaq and was like, "I got you, big bro." And he single-handedly took the Pacers out.
Wait,
and won that
was
game.
it the Pacers or the Blazers?
It was the
Who had double
Pacers.
overtime?
No, it was the Pacers.
Pacers, okay.
That double overtime with the alley-oop.
Yeah, I
That
thought
was
you were talking about that game.
Shaq was still in that game.
Okay.
But no, they were in Indiana. And Rick Smith had got Shaq in all types of foul trouble, and Kobe put the game on his back and took that junk home. And Afro Kobe.
Afro Kobe.
Afro
Number
Kobe.
8 Kobe.
8 Kobe.
Number 8, Kobe.
And it was one of the greatest things I've ever saw. And we're gonna miss you definitely, Kobe. I'm looking forward to see how the NBA is gonna recognize you. I know it's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to see how the Lakers are gonna recognize you. This is gonna this whole situation turned everybody on their ear. We didn't see it coming, but and I would say let's have some compassion and sympathy for people that are going through right now. Even the Bible says there's a time to mourn. Don't let anybody make you feel like something's wrong with you because you're mourning because you lost somebody. There were some people that were saying, "Oh, they should postpone the games, mental health." I'm like, no, mourning is a part of life. It's not mental health. Mourning is a part of life. So think about them. Most importantly, think about Vanessa, the kids, the other families that were affected in the helicopter by the tragedy. We're going to try to move on.
I do have, I did ask the question, what were some of your favorite Kobe moments in the chat room, and we only had one comment. Tony said, I guess there's a skit that Dave Chappelle did about Kobe. So that was the only comment that we had. So if you have any...
the Kobe.
If
Like
you have
even doing that, just to like you throw something in the trash can, you say Kobe when you shoot it, like something like that. It's just crazy.
So if you have any comments or condolences, any prayers or anything, you can definitely put them in the chat room.
Will do.
I guess we're ignoring Tony Macaroni wanted his comment read.
Yes, so that was my reading of his comment.
Sorry,
we
Tony
do
Macaroni.
apologize for that.
Great name. Great name, my
We
dude.
do apologize for that.
A Kobe Bryant legend will forever remember you. And I'm sure...
This would be a cool segue into
On
that Kobe
Sun-
Bryant Nike commercial with Jalen Rose.
Right. I'll have 81.
I like 81. How many olives would you like in this drink? 81.
I'm sure on Sunday, around 6:03 p.m., we'll get another reminder about the great Kobe Bryant.
Absolutely.
But also on Sunday at about 6:03 p.m.,
Super Sunday.
Super Bowl, I'm not going to try to say this number.
54, Doc.
There you go.
Okay.
Super Bowl 54.
Was you going to try to do it Roman numerals?
But-
in that promo
I was
photo, bro.
going to say Super Bowl LIV.
Oh my goodness.
That's what it is.
It's
Shout
whatever you
Super
want
Bowl
it to be.
Live.
Shout out to Liv Morgan from the Riot Squad, WWE.
I mean,
But Super Bowl 54 live and direct from Miami, Florida.
yo, Miami is lit right now, yo.
Miami is lit.
You know, not to have to say it.
Why are we not on location, producer?
Yeah.
Why are we not doing this
Yeah,
show
where those
on
flight tickets?
location
Let's find out.
I don't
from Miami
understand, right?
Beach?
I just don't understand.
Starting Fire should
Or
be
at
on
least-
Miami Beach
I
right
agree with
now.
that.
Start that GoFundMe right
I
now.
agree with that.
Producer,
So
I
this
mean,
is a
the
perfect
worst-
time to say if anybody would like to intern with the starting five, maybe get us some sponsors.
No, this is
And
the perfect time to
sponsorship.
say, put the daggone Miami backdrop up there, something, yo. Make us look official or something.
ain't nobody
yo.
got on no green. You
some
could have put a
palm
beach
trees.
behind
You know
us.
what I'm
Hawaiian
saying?
shirts next to
Hawaii 5-0, something, dog.
Palm
Hawaii.
trees or something in the back.
Yo,
Throw some
dude.
sand.
Get the hamburger
Just have a
meat,
box of
stick it
Cuban
out.
cigars right here,
Oh,
yo.
yeah, this is the only
A
beach
couple
we
of
got.
Cubano
What?
sandwiches.
Call
Man.
Martin Lawrence. Will
One of them
Smith to join us.
$18 beef patties.
Call
they
the bad
serve.
boys.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
What you gonna do? Now, listen, guys.
We got a phenomenal game going
It's
on
Super Bowl
Sunday.
Sunday, man. You have the two best teams in the NFL matching up. You have the number one defense going against, I'm going to say it because this is really cool to say, the number two offense. Because the 49ers offense is actually statistically better than the Chiefs offense. So I will say that it is Just that they got Pat Mahomes. look up your stats, bro. I don't make up stats.
And what?
They're just better. They score more points.
They were ranked more?
because they score more.
Yeah, the Chiefs the end of the season, the Chiefs kind of hit
That's
a little
why we
road
got
bump.
Google.
They weren't really scoring much, so I could see.
They
that.
Producer, you looking up them facts? Because I'm pretty sure the Cowboys had the #1 offense
It's by a little bit.
in the NFL.
I can
I'm
tell you who
pretty
didn't
sure.
have the #1 offense. in
Not the
NFL.
Jets.
Exactly.
He said not the Jets. You're the worst. No, but listen, guys, this is gonna be a high-powered game.
Actually,
Couldn't even get off
this
the
is gonna
runway this year.
hurt. This is gonna hurt.
Go ahead.
Top offenses in the NFL this year. Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
No one cares.
Is this just counting the
Really?
playoffs?
Listen.
Really?
This,
That's what
this,
you're doing?
this is according to NFL.com.
Yeah, sometimes they be wrong.
Buffalo Bills, Kansas City Chiefs,
Now they wrong.
Houston Texans,
Playoff average.
and
funny 'cause
Seattle Seahawks.
Those are all
playoff averages.
That-
And they only played one game, so
Right.
you got to divide by 1 with them.
He's right.
The article was published by Bills
goodness.
Mafia.
He's right.
Hush.
Anywho,
Hush.
Hey guys,
Oh my
this is gonna be a
God.
good matchup. Yo.
listen, Chris is not
So-
here, but Chris sent in his pick. I asked him specifically
let's go
for
straight
this.
picks.
So,
Chris,
so real quick. Because I want to get these stats off since we talking. Total offense, #1 yards per
Ravens.
game, Ravens. Total defense, 49ers. Passing, Ravens.
these are playoff stats.
No,
This
Yeah.
is
Regular season.
That's regular season.
regular
Yeah,
season.
regular season.
Ravens,
49ers got to be up there in rushing.
Ravens are killing. 49ers should be up there rushing.
So passing for
They're number 2 in rushing, I think.
passing for defense
they'd be one.
is Patriots.
Patriots.
Rushing and offense, 49ers.
Easy.
Rushing and defense, 49ers.
There you go.
I don't know what he looking at.
I'm on
All I know is ain't no Chiefs up
you
there.
guys ain't never-
Like I said,
I don't see a star.
Chiefs
up there
are-
either.
I don't see no stars.
Chiefs are number 3 in total offense.
They could be 3. Yep, they sure
We
can.
have a question. While you're looking that up, George, Naqueva had a question in the chat. She said,
Lies and gentrification.
"Oh my God, let me finish."
Those are playoff numbers, sir.
Dallas Cowboys for passing yards.
Exactly.
Oh man.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have the most passing yards.
I don't care about that.
Dallas Cowboys 2, Atlanta Falcons 3.
Oh, we see
Most
it.
rushing yards, Ravens, 49ers. Titans 3rd. Passing, touchdowns, Ravens, Saints, Buccaneers. Points allowed, Patriots.
Damn.
Total tackles, Redskins, because they're on the field so much. Sorry, Chris. Sorry, Chris.
That's a low point. It's not even.
Can we get to the daggone Super Bowl?
No, because you want to fabricate.
I didn't
Talk about y'all had a
fabricate. My
double
team is in
offense.
here.
That's for the playoffs.
Either way, y'all not in it.
But just be specific.
I am Pacific.
Can I
We number
finish?
1.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Thank
Get off
you.
the runway anytime
Do
soon.
you all
Jeez.
expect? Naqueva asked, "Do you all expect?"
Does
for
she
the
even know what
NFL
she's talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
What's
Do
the
you
other
all
question?
expect for the NFL to honor Kobe as well?
Absolutely.
Is
Absolutely.
They already did it at the Pro
WWE
Bowl.
did it.
Definitely.
They already did it
Yeah,
at the
WWE
Pro
did
Bowl.
it too.
You're
Definitely
going
will.
to see something huge from the NFL.
Absolutely.
Huge.
Absolutely.
There you go, Naqueva.
Absolutely.
And
And
again-
thanks for watching. Please share.
Yes,
Please
thank you
share. Tell
all.
your friends. Tell all your friends.
Okay.
We
Game
are
starts in
live.
5 minutes. All right. So, Super Bowl picks. Let's go.
All right. So Chris Brown is not here.
Before we get to
but
these
let
picks,
the league in tackles.
before we get to these picks, I want to thank the 49ers organization for allowing me to come out there. And
Is there a video coming soon?
this? Ask him. So this should be
Was I sent them?
His head's
no,
I know.
no, because the day I was
Wayne
gonna do
went
it,
to the game live. We wanted to give y'all a video of chronicling the
produced
trip
by yeah.
of Wayne's
It's gonna be crazy
trip
because he's
to
gonna
the
produce it. I'll send you the
NFC
stuff
Conference
before we died,
Championship.
so I wasn't doing nothing that
it's
day.
on the way.
Seriously.
Niners Nation.
Because George texted me. He was like, yo, can you send Dre the video? That was Sunday morning. I was like, you got it? And then Sunday afternoon, I ain't nothing.
We understand.
It's all good. You
Boom.
get a pass, man.
Boom. 49ers Chiefs picks.
Chris Brown has 49ers winning
Really?
31-27.
Nice.
31-27. Chris Brown has them winning 31-27.
I'm going last.
I got
Okay.
the Niners winning 34-28.
I have the Kansas City Chiefs winning
Of course
42
you do. Of course you do.
to 21.
share that whatever you.
I can't believe this.
You know
That's what I
what?
got.
He's gotta make it interesting. You know
That's
we
not
can't-
even. That's not even.
Why
That's
y'all?
not
Nobody
shut
getting
up,
mad at
yo.
y'all picks.
Not even
I can pick who I
realistic,
want to
yo.
pick.
It's like you're not even paying attention to anything. The 49ers haven't given up. They gave up 40 points once
I got
this
the
year
Chiefs.
to the Saints. Once.
I got the
Whatever.
Chiefs.
And we beat them.
Oh.
We
You
outscored them.
also need to
Scored
realize
48.
the Chiefs' defense is horrendous.
It's not though.
Yeah.
If that rushing,
It's not. It's not. It's not. The playoffs.
No. Let them keep on going.
Okay.
Let them keep on going.
The Chiefs' running defense hasn't shown me anything.
I'll let y'all
in these
make y'all
playoffs.
picks. And people want to attack
You got a
me.
three-
I don't
wanna
mind
go
you
with
pick. I
somebody
don't mind the
else.
pick. You can pick the pick. You just told me and the rest of the world that's watching this show that the Chiefs are going to put up 41 points on the number one defense. That's the dumbest stuff I ever heard.
Okay.
All right. I can't wait
So
till it don't happen.
we just ignoring the past.
Wayne.
We just ignoring the past 2 weeks.
What? They ain't scored 40 in the past 2 weeks. So they're going to score 40 on the number one
Against
defense?
the Texans, what was the score?
40 something.
No, how did it start?
It started
Since
because
I'm so stupid.
I didn't
How
say-
did the game start?
the game started
What
with
was
the
the score?
Texans.
What was the score?
24, 8-0.
And how much did the Chiefs have?
40 something, I guess. I don't remember.
31.
All right, so they scored 50
Just gonna have
against the
Then the
Texans.
next week,
Against the
then the
Texans.
next week, the Titans take the lead. Then what do the Chiefs do to them?
You're talking about a Titans team, a Texans team who the Texans lost that game. You could say the Chiefs did whatever. They turned the ball over. They went for it on fourth down. They did all dumb stuff to give the
Y'all
Chiefs the
talk
ball.
about they're gonna have 20.
I didn't say nothing yet.
Chris said 31. You say 30 something. Jimmy G threw the ball 6 times against
Because
one of
they
the.
in and out the
The
throw it.
Packers is one of the worst rush defenses ever
So
in the
that's why
NFL.
we rushed it, big dummy. We rushed
And
it
then
because
we
they
just-
suck.
Why
And
should
then
it
the
be
Chiefs
working?
are just
And then
as
the
bad.
Chiefs-
Why would we throw?
How the
We're
Chiefs
not
just,
going to
how
throw.
the Chiefs just as bad when they shut down the hottest running back?
They shut down a
They
running
shut-
back that runs north
They
and
shut
south.
down-
And they
it
did
don't
shut him
matter.
down.
They
They did
shut
not shut
down
him down.
the hottest
They stopped
running
using
back.
him.
Back.
He got
They
76
shut
yards in
him
the first quarter,
down.
a touchdown, and then they stopped running him.
How
And
they
you
shut
know
him-
why they
you know
stopped
how
running
they-
him?
Because they were losing.
Because they were losing.
That's how you shut down a running game.
They did not.
You act
shut
like
him
y'all
down.
secondary is the dopest secondary in the world.
Dude, what I'm saying is this: if running works,
Make your pick.
If running works,
Make your
stick to
pick.
it. You
This
know
is
my
not
pick. I
art-
ain't gotta
this
make
is-
no pick.
this is the
you know
pick.
my pick.
This
My
is the
pick
pick
is what
section.
my pick is.
I guess
My
this
pick
is
has
not
been my
argue
pick
George
all
pick.
season. I'm not trying to argue with you, but I guarantee
Yeah,
you they won't score
Listen,
41
what
points
just happened?
against the
I
49ers.
gave Chris pick. Andrew made his pick.
I don't care about your
I
pick.
made
It's the
my pick,
scores, like,
and y'all
geez.
went sick.
I went sick
Wait,
on the
don't do
producer.
me. I'm just eating my
I
popcorn.
went sick
Producer.
on the
Business.
You
What
got
just
that
happened?
right. I went sick. I'm always
Producer,
gonna go sick.
you let me know what happened. Are we doing the picks?
I did. My pick is
No, just yes or no.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Did Andrew make his pick?
Yes.
Did I give them Chris pick?
What is your
Hey,
point? We made
Did I
picks.
make my pick?
Yes.
Then why we can't get the Wayne pick?
Because y'all know my
Because
pick.
y'all attacked me.
No.
Wait, I
My
didn't
pick
attack
is-
you.
You said something to me too.
Why you yelling?
Wait, what did I say to you? What did I say?
Dang, bring
This
the
guy,
decibel
this
down.
guy,
41 points,
this guy don't know what he's talking
Hold on.
about.
I never
Hold on.
said that. I
To be
never
fair-
I
said
said
that.
42, 6
To
touchdowns.
be
Dang,
fair,
that's a
to
lot.
be fair, no one attacked you.
Thank
They
you,
just
I didn't
looked
say
at they
anything.
looked at you for taking the contrary pick like you always
No,
do.
no. I'm cool
I
with
don't
his
always
pick.
take the
All I said
contract.
was it wouldn't be.
You
of course
always
he's
take
gonna
the
go.
No, I
against it.
don't.
You
Yes,
do.
you do.
You just said.
I do not.
You
No,
said-
I
disagree.
thought I picked the
No,
49ers.
He right.
Wait a minute. He
He
said
said
earlier. He said earlier.
It wouldn't be a
wouldn't
show
show
if I
unless
didn't
it
go
just-
against you guys.
Exactly.
Nah,
That's all I said. That's the only comment I made that entire spiel.
Whatever.
You guys were going.
49ers win. I don't care the score. They're going to win the game.
Yo, I
Score
think you
don't count
broke
anyway.
plastic, not even glass.
All right, guys. We'll check y'all out after the Super
Somebody
Bowl.
said.
Now all of a
Super Bowl
sudden I'm
commercials for the win.
now I'm a sports idiot. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Nobody said
Wait,
that.
nobody said you were.
No, when somebody look at you like that, they think you're dumb.
You daggone right.
You know what they
See?
say about people who
41
assume.
points on the
that's
number one D.
42.
Excuse me.
That's one-
42
that's one
points
person
on the
in the
number
room.
one D. That's kind of all right. You sound
I
like
feel
all
like
these
I'm
dumb
talking
analysts.
very loudly. Is that normal?
That's like the office.
Why are you the way?
Okay,
you are?
Michael.
42 to 21.
I'm so used to George being Stanley. Like, it's weird to hear him yell, yo. Yo, Fat
The
and
fact that he's
Stanley.
watching this.
Yo,
and
and Stanley.
Oh.
Yo,
He
you
said
cannot tell me
Stanley.
Stanley's not funny. Because he's
Stanley's
funny.
hilarious.
He's fun. I don't know. He don't say right stuff, but it's funny the way he does his
Did you
stuff.
see the episode when he flipped on what's the face over his daughter?
Daughter, yes.
Use your mind, I'll help you find it.
Guys,
George?
they made me
George,
watch
what
this
cup did you
show
get?
because for Christmas they gave me a present that
Michael
had
Scott Paper Company.
Got you.
what I missed?
They asked me
wanna know
what
what you-
You'll
Christmas,
get that later.
what I
Don't
got
worry.
for
You
Christmas.
got a couple more seasons to get
Yeah,
through.
you
right.
You'll get there.
Wait, he got his own company now?
No, don't worry about it.
No.
Don't try to turn me off.
No, dude. Trust me. It's okay.
Why you ask me that? You should have texted me that.
I should've
Anyway.
texted you that. My bad.
I got the Chiefs.
All right,
I got them
cool.
putting up 6.
But so 49ers.
It's gonna be a party in South Beach.
Wait, how many points did you give the 49ers?
21.
Okay.
Wow.
You 41-21?
All right, cool.
42.
I don't even want to talk.
Stop saying 41.
I thought he said 41.
So when I come back
at first, but
next
he said
week,
21.
said 42.
y'all gonna be like, you ain't say 42, you said 40. I said 42. 6 touchdowns, 6 tubs.
Why you gonna attack us, man?
Pat Mahomes MVP. MVP?
Wow.
MVP? Your MVP
I
pick?
don't know about that.
Raheem Mostert.
Really? Jimmy G. Just when you think he
But
not
I'm
gonna throw the
crazy.
ball,
Dude.
he gonna throw the ball.
Mostert's been on a tear. The other guy's got something to prove. He's playing with a chip on his shoulder.
Mostert?
George, I want to
I
let you
disagree.
know that the 49ers defense, 211 yards per game.
He will counter
So
that.
y'all-
He's gonna counter with.
Y'all
You
so
know
the
what?
49ers have never given
changed
up
my
40
MVP
points
pick.
to
They did once. Yeah.
to a great
let him
offense.
finish.
Never. It's
Absolutely.
never happened.
They had Drew Brees. Drew Brees went
Okay.
sick. Yeah, he went
All right.
crazy.
I'm gonna
He
choose.
just outscored Drew Brees.
All right.
But again,
That's Drew Brees.
But hold on, that's not
So wait.
just Drew Brees.
Drew Brees is better than Pat Mahomes?
Hold on, let me finish. Again, that's without D Ford wasn't on the field. Starting safety wasn't on the field. Like, and I'm not discrediting Drew Brees. Great quarterback, right? Hopefully he retires and be done. But it is what it is. So he put up 46 and we put up 48. I mean, that's just how it went.
I just want to say I want to change my MVP pick
To who?
Okay.
because I forgot. I think Tevin Coleman's gonna play now.
We don't know yet. It's
up in the air.
It's undecided right now.
Either way, I think I'm gonna go with George Kittle. I'm going with Kittle.
Yeah, you gotta go Kittle.
I gotta go Kittle.
Raheem
I think he's gonna
Mostert
be
is
the
going to
X-factor.
be the number one.
I think so too. Even if
won't-
Coleman plays,
I-
he'll be the lead back. But
I disagree.
who do you think? You think Breida? If
If
Coleman
Coleman,
don't play?
if Coleman has a green light, he will start that game.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You still think so?
Yeah, because he is the reason why I think Mostert is able to do what he does on that offense.
You know the team better than me, so
Mostert is.
You're not understanding what I'm saying.
I hear what you're saying. Well,
It's a 3 running back system.
right.
Coleman is your setup back. If Mostert becomes the setup back, I don't think he will be as successful because now he's going to be getting stopped on first and second down when he comes in on those downs when he can just pune after they kind of hit the D hard.
But I didn't
Pause.
say that.
Whoa.
I didn't say Mostert would
what she
start. I said Mostert would end up being the number one.
That show is so dope. I never knew that's where that came from, yo.
Oh.
And now you got the chick saying it. What's the girl name? The
Pam.
one Mike like.
Jan.
She's saying it. That's what she said.
Mostert
Jan
ends
Levinson Gould, I
up being their number one option.
He does.
Even though Coleman starts.
He does. After the line starts kind of getting this, it's like you hit him with power and then you come with speed and it confuses the D.
Yeah.
That's what they do. So now Breida is going to have to start and Breida can't hold on to the ball. So it's going to be weird.
All I'm saying is there's going to be a lot of surfing in Miami.
Look,
Who's riding the wave?
Mostert.
Mostert.
That's what he's saying. Surfboard.
Okay.
142.
Hey, I called the fondue party.
Yeah, but everybody knew y'all was gonna beat them. They can't stop the run.
I called the
Who
hardest
didn't know
bet
that
my
was-
team put up
you
this
keep
year.
saying-
Who didn't know they wasn't gonna beat the
First of all,
Packers?
George, you
That's a
keep
bet I'll
saying
take any
everybody,
day.
right?
Who didn't know they wasn't gonna beat the
Every
Packers?
freaking analyst and
stop it.
commentator
God.
out there.
Oh, David and Goliath enough.
I'm just
Enough.
saying. That's what they said.
Nobody picked this. It's us against the world.
You
and
can't go against Aaron Rodgers.
Phooey.
Fooey. Sound like a Cowboy fan. All right, ladies and gentlemen,
There it
thank you
is.
so much
I didn't say it.
for
I
tuning
didn't
When
in
they
to
have
the
to
show.
resort,
I
when
didn't
they
say
have
it.
to resort to
You- that's what
Cowboy
you sound
slander,
like.
when they have to resort to Cowboy
How about
slander,
y'all get great
that's
again?
when they get it.
How about you get
That's when
great
they
again
get it.
so we can go back and forth like it
Who
used to
cares?
be back in the 90s?
We'll see next year. It's all good.
That's why I just said
It's all
be
good.
great again.
Okay.
All
and then we
right,
can talk.
that's what I like. When I told y'all he was getting cocky, and there it is.
Cocky?
So when the Chiefs beat them down, come back with them same energy next
I'm
week.
come back full 49.
Not blaming no ref when Pat Mahomes put that work on y'all.
Okay.
Cause ain't no way in heck,
Wayne.
ain't no way in
Bring
heck.
like 2 more jerseys.
Jimmy
so we
G
can
with
hang
no
them up
Super
there.
Bowl.
I bring,
I'm sorry.
I bring nothing.
Bring
but-
all your jerseys.
If I can find my
I
old
got
Jerry
flags,
Rice
too,
jersey, I'll
fool.
bring it. I had an old Jerry Rice jersey.
Yeah, I mean, George is
Ain't
going to be
nobody in your secondary can stay with
Curious
Tyreek
George.
Hill. Ain't nobody can stay in that secondary can stay with Hardman. Ain't nobody in that secondary can stay with any of them dudes.
Okay.
And Kelsey's going to prove why he's the best tight end.
Didn't people say
in
the same thing about
NFL.
Devontae Adams? I mean, he had that one big catch.
Yes, and he burnt Sherman.
That
So
one time,
thank you for bringing that up.
One
At
time.
the end
He
of the game,
burnt that boy.
But the San Fran
So
is
thank
a
you for
cover
bringing
three.
that up.
At the end of
They're
the
going to
game.
play a cover
They
three.
play
Sherman's
cover
on a
three.
Right, he
man-to-man
better stay in
corner.
cover 3 because as soon as he got in the
They're
man, he
going
got his,
to.
They
he
play
almost
zone,
broke his
George.
hip trying to cover Devontae
Sherman's on a
Adams.
man-to-man corner.
Thank you for bringing that up.
That's a fact. Sherman's on a
So
man-to-man
thank you for bringing that up. And when they dink and dunk all day, when y'all playing that soft shell zone, please.
I want this hat.
So wait, you're gonna say he needs to bring this energy next week?
You know I'm bringing this energy. I don't care. I don't have a dog in the
Oh, they
race.
got the hat.
I don't.
I don't have a dog in the race, but you know when people got to resort to cowboy slander, that's when they out of that. That's when they out of
I did not
ammunition.
slander your cow. I just said, see.
That's when they
I
out
said
of ammo.
get great so we could play next
That's when
year.
they out of ammo.
That's all I
All I
said.
hope for you is that you said we'll see you next year. I hope that that works better for you than it has for me.
I thought that's what I said.
That's
too.
all I'm gonna say. I'm with
That's
you.
how you know they out of ammo.
We're the underdogs.
Cowboys ain't got nothing to do with this topic, and he wants to bring up the Cowboys.
Because you're a Cowboy fan.
Lame-o. Your team is gonna lose, oh. Thank you so much. We appreciate you for coming out and checking out the starting five. We appreciate you. We are signing out.
Come on.
We're gonna go back and we're gonna
Pay our respects
again
to
pay our
Kobe.
respects to Kobe. Kobe, we love you. We're praying for Vanessa, the family, and all the families that are involved in that tragedy. Thank you so much for Andrew, for Wayne, and for Chris. We want to thank you so much for logging this. Again, thank you so much for subscribing and getting us over 100 subscribers. Let's keep going. Let's get to 200. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Peace.
Thank you guys.
And the Lakers win the game.